What's happening, Cornbread? How you guys doing today? I wanted to say happy Memorial Day to all the veterans who sacrificed their life. We appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for the sacrifice for this country, and send blessings out to anybody in their family that's maybe mourning, or sending out blessing and prayer to everyone who had people in their family that are in the military. Me, myself, both of my grandfathers were in the military. My godmother was in the military. She was in the, I believe she was in the Navy SEALs. And it's a blessing to have people who want to sacrifice their lives for us to be safe. And I appreciate every veteran or anybody in the military right now. Thank you guys so much. Now, today we're going to be talking about how to strive on your own. Now, there's a couple of steps. Now, what I suggest you should do if you want to strive on your own, here's the first step. First, you have to love yourself. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people in this world who don't really care for themselves, and they allow themselves to go under the bus, or they take other people first. Now, you're not supposed to be that way. You have to think about yourself. That adds into eating right. That adds into listening to things that you love, listening to nice music you like, watching films you like, going to places you like, doing stuff like that. Because you're gonna have to try to make yourself happy, because once you're in that part of life where it's just you, right? You're at your own apartment, or you're living alone, you're gonna have to find things to do. Because if you don't, you're gonna be bored as ever, and it's gonna fall into depression and other things. Now, what I should say you should do is you need to focus on the things you like and the things you want to do, but don't forget to focus on the adulting, which I'm gonna talk about a little later in this video. So let me tell you this first. So if you love this certain type of music, start playing it. Play on your speaker. You're in your house. Play it on the boombox. Dance to it. Have a grooving good time. Eat the food that you want. You know what I'm saying? Legit play the games that you want. Legit go on Discord. Talk to a couple of your friends. Be legit. And if you ever feel lonely, find a Discord community you can talk to, or call some friends that are around your area and see what they're doing and stuff like that. Those are kind of ways to break out the loneliness. Sometimes there's those Discord servers where there's a bunch of people alone, you just want to talk with each other. And you guys make ideas, you guys have a good time, and you go from there, right? What I can say is of that part is that you have to find a way to not feel, alone. And there's different ways you can do that. Me, myself, I can sit in the room in silence and go on the computer, watch different videos and be more informative. A good tip is, go to YouTube and learn some things. There's so many things you can learn on YouTube, welding, building computers, advice, and a variety of stuff you can find on YouTube. You can find it there. Another tip, too, is watching Twitch streams. Because there's a lot of streamers who they talk back and forth, and they appreciate you, and they want to know about your life. So you're watching the Twitch stream, you can talk back and forth with somebody if you're feeling lonely, right? That's a part of that, right? Now, a good way to strive when being alone is you have to try to keep on the eating schedule. Now, a lot of people, gamers and stuff like that. I mean, new generation gamers, maybe we do eat enough, but a lot of our older style methods of being gamers is that we don't eat. You know what I'm saying? We'll be sitting there playing the game all day, and then we won't eat. And, Ronan was talking about that. I was like, you better eat, you better eat. You know what I'm saying? I talked to him about that on stream. And that's a little part of there. What I say is that you need to make sure you have a schedule of washing your clothes, you know what I'm saying? Cleaning your bed, make sure your linen is clean, you know what I'm saying? Going in from there. Keeping your room clean is another part of that, of being striving alone. Because if you have a clean room, you have a clean mind, you know what I'm saying? And then you can look at that, like how you keep your kitchen. Are your dishes washed? Is there grease all over? You got to keep that clean. Got to keep that, because that gives your brain something to do. Because you're being self efficient. You know what I'm saying? You always want to be self efficient. You don't need that. You don't want to be able to call, hey mom, can you come wash my dishes? Hey mom, can you go wash my linen? Nah, you want to do that. You want to be self efficient, right? So that all adds into that. A third way of that is, let me think on it together. I'm trying to tell you this. So when you think about everything that you done back in the past, you had a lot of things done for you in the past, but this time you're doing it alone. You're striving alone. Now we're going to talk about being outside. So if you're not at home alone, this is when you go out and about. Me, myself, I've been a wanderer my entire life, a wanderer, one of my words. Let me show you examples. So when I was a little kid, maybe 2 years old, I got lost at Disneyland. Now, did I cry? No. I walked around and went on rides. And at that point, I knew I was a wanderer. Then, grad night in high school, same thing happened. Lost a group, didn't care. I walked around and had a good time. I knew in real life that I was going to be okay solo, and I knew that I was going to be a wanderer in life. Sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes you just have to go walk outside and see what you find. It's just like going out of the country. You go outside and you see what you find. Now, it is smart to write down some attractions and places that you want to go, but sometimes stuff just come out of spite. Your friend says, "Oh, there's a party here." You head up there, or somebody on the street say, "Hey, we got this party going on. You want to come?" And you just go to the party. That's how life is. You never know what's going to happen when you go outside. Same as if you're inside. A lot of stuff can happen to you inside. I've had crazy stuff happen. Next random messages from people and crazy stuff. You can't run away from life. Life will always be there. You know what I'm saying? So don't ever be afraid to go out and see what's there. And I know a lot of people have phobias of going outside, but it's very important to just try it, to try to free your mind. Don't be stuck in a box. You know what I'm saying? Don't be secluded. Free your mind to the outside and see how beautiful the world is. There's so much to explore, especially in striving alone. You get me? Now, in this entire life, we spend a lot of hours of ourselves alone and puts into presence, but we have to get over that because eventually you be hanging with some family members, you hang with your brother, you hang with your friends. It's all that. That's what you do throughout the year. But a lot of our time in life is spent alone. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we have to face that and figure out ways to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Not fall into sadness. We have to fall into happiness. That time that you're alone, if you're like right in college right now, if you're in elementary or if you're in middle school, that time that you're alone when you're not in school, you need to be like watching and learning about the stuff that you want to learn about because that's your time. You know what I'm saying? You get me? So like if you want to be a computer major, if you want to learn how to build computers, or if you want to learn how to build this toy here, like some, put something together or something, you watch that video on YouTube, right? You watch it on your own time. It may be a 2-hour video, but then you're stronger and you're smarter because somebody asks you, "Hey, can you build this for me?" "Oh yeah, I got that." "Hey, do you want to do this?" "Yeah, I got that." Because you're taking time to learn more. You're taking your own self-learning. Don't always take in everything that the schools are trying to give you and think that you're going to be used that later. The stuff you're really going to be using later is the stuff that you like to do and the stuff that you want to do. And that's how you can learn it when you watch YouTube videos. I learned how to build a computer in 10 minutes. Now, as you guys know, a CPU cable did burn in my PC the other day. It did set on fire. Oh, that's bad. Nothing got broken down but the cable because I turned off the electricity. I wasn't afraid, but the cable did set fire. PC on fire, by the way. Um, but what I'm saying is that, you can learn a lot of different things and, you have to keep yourself motivated. And I saw in the video about the other way of keeping yourself motivated. If you guys can watch that. But you can do it. You know what I'm saying? You can strive alone. You know what I'm saying? But in our reality, you're never really alone. You know what I'm saying? All those people who passed away come around sometimes. They come around in spirits and they're trying to see what you're doing. You may not feel them, you may not see them, but they're there. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we will have a chance to be a spirit, at the end of it. So I think that you should have a fun time in the body that we have now and strive and be strong because you can do it, And those are some tips and stuff you guys need to strive alone. And don't ever give up and you can do it. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for watching the video today. If you haven't already, press the subscribe button and click the bell for the notifications. I would appreciate that. And we're almost there. We're striving towards 1,000 subs. And I appreciate every one of you guys. And have a blessed Memorial Day. Cornbread for life. Bye, you guys.